This was when we played that part, you know, to Jacob. First of all, they were doing a lot of drinking. It was late at night, and most likely Jacob was intoxicated. So when a bride is brought to a groom, she is veiled. He can't see her face. He can't see the shape of her body. So when Laban brought her in, the other comment said she most likely did not agree to go in, but her father forced her. But she knew Jacob. She knew Jacob loved her sister. But to keep things in the family, for inheritance, if she marries him, the inheritance stays within the groom's family, you know. So that was the purpose. Jacob didn't know, and said Leah most likely did not agree with what her was saying, but he forced her to do what she was doing. And that's a custom for the older to marry.
Right, and that's what different commentary, different perspectives of this. I looked at that this way, because really, I'm speculating. I don't know. What I do know that he loved her, and usually, like you said, that's true. They have a wedding. Weddings normally, typically, historically, they long for 4 weeks. Some of them goes on longer than that. Some of them go on all the way up to 30 days. They have feasts. They see on TV. They be drinking and celebrating because they actually getting to the point where they're going to consummate the marriage. The marriage is not consummated until they go in and have sexual intercourse to consummate. This is the things that they did part of it, you know. Then they had to bring gifts, you know. You don't go back and look at some of the Jewish weddings. The groom had to go back and prepare the home that he's going to put his bride in. And that goes over a certain duration of time. You know, he just don't jump up and marry. You know, just don't jump up. Yes.
I would just add to that, Jacob actually because he didn't have anything working for him.
Well, he had nothing. so he had to come up with a plan, you know, but let's supposed to have gifts, you know. He's supposed to be able to present a gift, you know, and so he's working, you know, to get her, you know. Yes.
The part I like is when Jacob said in the 21st verse, and Jacob said unto Laban, give me my wife, for my days are fulfilled. I love the fact that this was the point that because Laban did give him a wife. Jacob did not name, give me Rachel. He said, give me a wife.
No,
So
they
really,
give me my wife.
just not fair he wanted to in the beginning.
So when we see that they coming together like that, and after that's completed, he goes back to him. You know, Jacob goes back to Laban. He said, "Okay, I feel my time. I think my wife." Laban, because his deceptiveness, he's conniving now. I'm really not ready for this. He connives with him to do it for additional 7 years. That's true love. Wasn't going to go for 14 years. And you know, and one thing I thought about when we were talking about one for a long time, I said, how is it he did not know? But of course, I realized later. Well, it's like being drunk and at nighttime can't see. But just like the father, Isaac. Didn't you hear the voice? You still drunk, don't realize the next day. Who else had it? That happened to someone else in the Bible with the two when they came out. They came out of the tower. What's the place? Were the two daughters went into the father? That's
Oh, you're talking about, yeah,
No, that's my mind just went blank on that.
Samaria.
And they took the daughter
No.
to go, let's go make go into our father to produce.
Lot, yeah.
Lot, that's what I'm talking. You know, and if you think about this in these lessons, one of the reasons why they did this to increase family. Even with Sarah, to increase family. You know, that was the motive behind it. You know what? When we do that to create a good stock. Animals do that to create a good stock. Insects do that to create a good stock. Even human beings do it. Who's to say? Insects will fight over mate. A lion will fight over mate. Animal keepers, they fight over the mate. And they all of them have an instinct to fight. And guess who sits back and watch? Female. She's gonna choose who's best because they want a good stock. Human beings want a good balance produced, keeping it within the family. When they breed animals, they want to breed animals because they produce good stock. So now that just goes to show us, okay, that just goes to show us that that's how important that is back then, you know, things in the family. Yes, go ahead.
From my understanding, correct, was that he's still so racial, he had a role.
This is why. He had,
He just had to.
you know, and looking at this, in both of these categories, no, yeah, they were given handmaids. Each one of them given handmaids. Anytime they got married, you know, they had not be that poor because each woman had handmaids. Handmaids were basically there for help out. Given to the wife would have a handmaid servant, bond servant. Would be not a bond servant, or concubines, childbirth. They would do the ones to do all these other things. But I want, because of time, I want to move faster. Let me, I got this. I want to come to the point. Now, when you got a family, two families together, and then one gets involved, we have conflict. The Bible says that Jacob loved Rachel more than. Now, what do you think is happening now in the family? You got two women living in the same tent. We don't even want them in the same kitchen. But if you got them in the same tent, y'all know what I'm talking about. Ain't that y'all the ones who said that? There's going to be a conflict. And it says that he loved her more. So if it's saying that he loved her more, he did more for Rachel. Now, I wanted to say something else, but I want to get to your question before we get faster up. What too late? AK, you have real quickly say.
Genesis 30 and 16. Was it 16? No, 15. Genesis 30 and 15. Leah had the audacity to say to Rachel, "You took my husband." I'm going to leave it right there.
Whole point I want us to see, there's conflict in the family now. There's conflict in the family. And we see the conflict going on in the family all the way back to Genesis. The conflict with Sarah, Hagar, wanted to put her out. She the one that gave her to him. Then she wanted to put her out. Then there was conflict.
But Hagar,
then Abraham had to deal with her.
but Hagar was Hagar was annoying her. Come on now. Hagar kept on, what's the word I want to say? Kept on aggravating her. That's what took place. And she was tired of it and wanted to get her out of her life. It wasn't that she was jealous. Hagar kept on needling her. Thank you.
Sarah was because she couldn't have a child. So because she didn't have a child, said, okay, I want you to go into my hand. But when you're going to handmade, it created a problem with the family. We see problems with every family when these things happen. Now, I want to bring this back up to today as we get closer. Really wish we could get through all of this, but I want to see the conflict that can happen. Now, I want to bring this up to today because I really want to get through most of this. When we get married today, we have freedom. And you find out about your thing, a little bit about your thing, but everything you are not going to find out. You're only going to find out from being married once the two become one flesh. You're going to find out dislikes that you don't like about your wife. You're going to find the husband going to find dislikes that you don't like about his wife. But what you have to do, come and join that together and learn how to communicate when the family out your business. Oh, that is so very important. You know, that's why I mentioned that mama's boy. Sometimes parents are automatically going to agree with their kids. I told you not to marry him. You know, these things happen, but it's for a reason. It's for a reason. God allows things, everything we do, because it's for a reason. See, that's why we see. Out of that, in my conclusion here, out of that, the 12 tribes came into existence. Leah had 6 sons, and then Sarah had 2, Joseph and Benjamin. Then she had, they also had a daughter, Dana. You know, so those are how our tribes became established. And the handmaids each had 2. You know, and now you would think the handmaids, God used somebody that was a pitch woman to bring forth one of the tribes. So God is that's why I was saying earlier, God is no respecter of persons. He doesn't look about how your life used to be, or what, but he looks about providence. Sowing and reaping is what Jacob went through because what he sowed, that you shall also reap.
Real quick, okay?
Mhm, okay.
Out of Leah came the tribe of Judah, the tribe that Jesus came from. And so, you know, God looks at us as the despised one, and he uses the despised and weak one to make us strong.
Amen. So, you know, I know I didn't finish this, but I wanted to get the pastor up to let us know that, you know, don't put everybody in your business. You know, when you got things, you learn how to communicate your business with you and your mate. Because people can have respect of persons. A mama gonna agree with her daughter. And then you say, you know. So, you know, it's all of this comes into play. It's really a learning thing we got. God deals with Jacob dealt with what he saw. That's the more of the carnal side, right? Amen. God bless you. I'm going to turn this over into the hands of our pastor. Amen. Pray that you got something out of this.
Very good, Pastor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is,
Make sure we understand. It's the first day of the new year. Yes,
First Sunday.
First Sunday.
First Sunday.
Of the new year.
first communion.
Amen. And we are here.
Yes, in our right mind, quote unquote. And saving. Yes, yes.
Happy.
Happy New Year.
You. Amen. Basis. And so, I'm not gonna go deep.
You know it is. You know it is. Warning, warning, warning.
Just spread out my happiness. There's so many angles. But I want to touch on 1 or 2 of them. Well, ultimately, it is that point that sometimes people forget. Oh, you can do somebody dirty. When you do somebody dirty,
Back away.
you gonna forget about it. And that, what, I don't know what age you want to say karma is. But karma is gonna find you. And I love watching the videos, the little reels, where they show somebody just getting sassy at the gas station, and then they peel out, you know, and they whip, and they.
That's terrible. All right then.
It's an instant. See a lot of those, but, yeah, so he got exactly what he deserved. And, I'm sad. And he said it, so of course he loved Rachel. She was easy on the eyes.
Yeah.
And, you know, so his devotion, his love for her. 14 years.
14 years, you know, that's cold.
14 years.
Yeah.
And the family dynamic is.
Oh.
And mother said it, when you mentioned it, mother responded, that's her sister.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, got two women in the kitchen, all of that, is her sister. So I would tend to think that there's a little bit of leeway, boundary perspective, because that's her sister. She grew up with her. She knew her. You know, and so it's just a weird dynamic there. It's in the Bible.
It's in the Bible. That's right. It is written.
It is in the Bible. And I do agree with the punishment. Often in marriage counseling, as people, a lot of people think they don't need marriage. A lot of people go into marriage out. A lot of people think they don't need counseling. And the report is just like tune up your car. Just like you need to do checkups on yourself. In a relationship, you need to do checkups. And so you'll find something for marriages on our calendar this year. Amen.
All right.
I thought somebody would celebrate it.
Well, I was afraid to clap on that one.
Amen. And it's important to understand that we know that the enemy is out to destroy.
See, that's it. That's it.
our relationship.
Exactly.
He does not want to see us succeed at all.
Exactly.
And so where there's, just like with sin, there's a crack on either side,
Either side.
and then he just has his own way.
That's true.
And so we have to be on guard, recognize all the church separated,
Amen.
to divide us. And out of all the institutions, there's more divorce in the church.
Yeah, it makes
Well,
sense.
explain it.
It
Make
makes
sense.
Oh, I
The
can-
math ain't mathing, all of that.
Sure, you got the
We
devil.
have all the ingredients for
Mhm.
success.
Mhm.
We're in the right place. We serve the right God.
Mm-hmm.
We have the perfect instruction in the Bible,
Mm-hmm.
but yet we're getting divorced at an alarming rate.
Mm-hmm.
Make it make sense for me.
Devil is busy.
Help me.
Devil's busy.
Ladies.
Devil's busy. Devil is busy. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Rebelliousness.
Can I say this? They
Yes.
said there's more divorces in Christian divorces than it is in the world.
Sure, it makes
You
sense.
know, as far as Christian.
Yeah, and that's that. Out of all the ones that should be the most successful. And so maybe I'm gonna tie this into every entity. Sure. Maybe, could it be that those that are married in the church are not providing the right example?
Hello? Oh, don't go there. Don't go there.
So they're not setting the right example.
No. No. Too much compromise.
How's wrong? And we leave and get in the car,
If that long. Mm-hmm.
round,
True. It's true. I've seen it. Yeah.
and you see them
Mhm.
as they drive along.
Mhm.
Tell us.
Thank you.
And just like in every other area, the
And
leaders providing the right example. Elders and ministers providing the right example. We, us, with these wide, white collars on, that sit on the high seat,
mhm,
we are supposed to be the example.
mhm.
The women are supposed to be example.
Come on.
Mothers are supposed to be an example to the young women.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mhm. What has happened?
Help us.
Why?
Help us. I didn't think about what he had did. He just thinking about he's gonna be married to Rachel. Do you think it clicked when
Doesn't say.
he went in for Rachel and was offered Leah?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Nah.
That what I did, and that's another point. I agree with you. Yeah, drunk, whatever the case may be. Through the night, I mean, there's all kind of jokes. I'm just, and it goes not only for him, but her too. I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that alone. And next morning, oh, can you imagine the shock on his face?
You know it.
Wow.
You know it. Exit stage right.
Kind of shit. Unlawful.
What do you say, exit stage, right?
You know he flew. Flew to
Yeah.
Latham.
Hey, man, let's talk. Well, we're going. Commissioner, AK, X stage right. It's all sin. Thank God for the we grow together. God, we thank you for the example. God, we thank you for historical. Let us see these things that we say. You have designed your providence. We realize, oh God, Lord, that you are the light of the world. Have your way today as we go